Hey guys, I'm back. I'm ready to show off this lovely gem of the Sega Genesis collection, Jewel Master. Now, basically, if you guys ever heard of the hit show Captain Planet and the Planeteers, well, I will be using elements, different element ring combinations of fire, water, wind, and basically when you collect all of the different element gems together, you create this magnificent sword, aka Captain Planet, and you get to do a big amount of damage. But that won't be until later in the game. So basically, you have to go through the game, collect different gems, make different combinations of attacks. Some of them which will enable me to double jump, enable me to run quick. And then, of course, there are different levels of attacks. The strength of the fire, the water attacks that I'm going to be employing in this level. Heart. Alright, so I'm going to get started with this game, guys. So you might see some damage boosting. And yeah, let's get this done. Now, I get started with only 2 gems so far. Fire and water. I got the standard fire attack, and the other will display a barrier, which is completely useless at the moment. So what I'm going to do is some nifty damage boosting. There's going to be a health item coming up. We have to kill this guy because we're going to get the most important ring in the game. The one that increases your speed. So I do a quick menuing, and I quickly change up. This part is very critical because I have to damage boost like no tomorrow to survive this area. One more hand, I probably would have died. But there is a health pickup coming up. Just got to get through a little bit of trouble here. Jump over these enemies. Okay, now we're good. We're out of the danger zone. Jump over these rock enemies that are about to show up. Because they will do considerably high damage. We get these fairies that will increase our max health, which is very important because we have no lives in this game. Now we're gonna get to the first boss of this game, which now I'm gonna employ these 2 rings, so I have to do fire and water at the same time. This is all you have to do. Water far, fire near. We get our green gem, which is the earth gem, which now we don't need this. We need to switch to Ice Dagger for the next level. Oh, the music is great. I forgot to mention. This game is also pretty short, but the music is very has a lot of variety. Every boss has their own theme. This earthworm has the next level attack we're gonna use, so we're gonna upgrade our fire attack to a fireball. There's that life up we need. It's okay to get hit by the enemies from behind because they will enable boosting, which we do need if we're gonna go quick in this game. And every level has one of those fairies that will increase my max health. So by the time I get to the last level, I have a total of 6 life bars. Don't worry about these flying enemies, they do not do much damage. So we're basically going to be doing a lot of high jumping in this level. Because the silver gem that I just got is going to enable us to jump much higher than normal. And we don't really need to waste time killing these enemies, so we're just going to bypass them. We're just going to damage boost on the side. there is a max health coming up. Just gotta jump over one more enemy, and it's in that well. Now I'm gonna quickly switch for the mini boss fight coming up, and just gonna fire this guy to no hell. All right, we're good. We're good. Now the gem he drops is another upgrade fire attack, but we don't need it. We rarely use it, so why get it? But I'll get it anyways. When all the pieces are done, the head is now hittable. Just gonna damage boost to these enemies and get ready for the next boss fight. There's a lot of drakes that are gonna be coming in. We don't attack them. We're just gonna probably damage boost off some of them, and just while avoiding these fireballs. There's no need to attack these guys. Okay, so now we're gonna be switching to the weapon we're gonna need for this boss, and this boss is not easy. But we have to do like a trap of sorts. No matter which corner he ends at, we have to do a trap. He's gonna end on this side, and I fail that. So now this fight is gonna be extra hard. And that's not good. As I said before, you don't get any continues in this game. You only have, I mean, you don't get any lives in this game, so you just have 3 continues. Basically, I find that this is probably the hardest boss to beat, because if you don't do a proper corner setup, the fight could last a while. So, unfortunately, there are no checkpoints in this game. So, if you game over, you have to start from the beginning of the level, sadly. So I'm just gonna retreat back to that very same point with more health, and hopefully I get to properly trap that boss coming up, and then I can move on to further into the game. This is a very underrated game, correct? Alright, so gotta go through this one more time, and yes, I have to fight that mini boss, that bone mini boss again, sadly. Gonna quickly switch to this. The high jump it's like the high jump is required for this section, otherwise you can't progress anymore. So I'm gonna quickly switch to this. I get an upgrade from with the fire ability because of the fire I collected from him. So in this case, it's actually useful. At least I beat him much faster now. The only drawback is I don't unfortunately have any health reserves. So now I can't really damage boost to the enemies, since I only have 1 health since that last health pickup. Hopefully this is enough health. If not, I might have to redo the level again, but you know, I still have a couple more continues left. Unless I can properly trap this boss in one corner and then kill him. Ah, not good. Alright, I'm gonna go into the fight one more time with the health that I need. Otherwise, this is not gonna look pretty. I'm trying to trap him in the corner. Like I said, he could stop either left or right. this is a hard game. It's a really good game, but it's also very difficult on top of that, considering the fact that you don't have any lives. Now I'm gonna carefully not try to damage boost as much because I have no more health pickups for the rest of the level. This way I have a higher chance of surviving the boss fight. Because once I get past that boss, I'm in the clear to get to the end game. Okay. I got it one more time. I should be able to get through this time. I'm in a much considerable health situation than I was before. Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't know why I went there. Sorry. Alright. Interesting to know that you can pick up the fairy again, but since you already increased your max health, that's the only heal you get. So even though you already picked up the fairy before, if you happen to game over like I just did twice, you can get a nice health refill. So I should have no excuse to die to this boss again. And as long as I get that trap corner trick on the boss, I should be good. Because it has to be done in order for the fight to end really quick. I'm at a much better health. I'm at a much better health situation than I was before. Okay, coming up to the boss. So his fireballs do hit pretty hard. So I gotta make sure that when he decides to stop in one corner, I prefer he stops on the right hand. And this is the corner trap that I was talking about. If you get him like that, the boss will go down. Alright, so now we're good. Now because of my 2 game overs, I will be over my estimate. But I heard we're ahead of schedule, so hopefully I should be able to get this done not too much far. Because there's 2 levels left in this game. This Yeti has a upgraded green gem where we don't need it. So we just fire him once, he'll jump over, and then that's it. It's a nice health refill. We're going to get another one coming up to extend our health. This is where high jump will come into play. We don't mind taking an absurd amount of hits. We damage boost through the enemies. And this one bad enemy is causing us grief. Okay, we're good. This is where we're going to get the next health upgrade. And my world record run, I don't go for it. I just keep going. Okay, now hopefully if all goes well, I should be able to take care of this next upcoming boss, which is probably going to be the fastest in the game if I land on a certain spot. Which apparently is, I don't know why it's not working, but basically, there we go. You just like fire the Flame Viper that many times, like supposedly on his foot area, and then he'll go down. So now we're going to change to probably the best wave upgrade we have, in order to get to stage 4. And stage 4 has a lot of enemies, but you got a big wave upgrade. Alright, there's gonna be a health pickup coming up, which we're gonna need coming to the mini boss fight. This is a really short level. Okay, we're gonna fall down. We got this winged purple enemy coming up. He has this upgradable silver gem, which we need, and now we can do like rapid fire with the water attacks. There's gonna be one more health extension coming up, so we're gonna get that real quick. And we're about to land right. It's right here. There we go. Go in the water, get the last health upgrade, so now we have 6 bits of health. The silver gem the last silver gem we just picked up, if we use it by itself, it gives us a double jump. Which is nice to have, but we're gonna need it for the last level. The reason I'm going back is because there's another health pickup. Okay, now we're gonna approach the dragon fight that's coming up. Stand right here by the edge of the grass and get ready to fire up. This is a convenient safe spot. When he starts fire, I'll just move away for a bit. And he's gonna fire. It's okay. Fight's not over yet. He's gonna drop the last gem we need. And now we play Captain Planet and combine all the element rings. It has to be exactly this. So we get this magnificent blade. This is the boss's second form, and all we need to do is use our sword twice, and then that's it. He goes down that easily. Deselect. We just need to have the strongest wave attack currently for the last level, and we're good to go. This is the final level, and this level is a bit long. We have max health, and there's a health item coming up on the second part of this level that we're definitely going to be needing. So once we get here, we're going to do a sort of a skip. We're going to combine the high jump with the double jump. And then we just go back to the speed ring because we always need that equipped. And then we just go forward to the mini boss. So we just basically skipped a good portion of the level just by doing that. Make sure you get rid of all these damn crows. This green thing we're going to take out real quick with the blade weapon again. And we need it for the final boss as well. That's it. I just one-shot it, the mini boss. Okay, for this part, we're also going to be doing another skip. It's going to require just we need the double jump and we need the speed. That's it. We fall, double jump, and we avoid a large section of the underground. So now we're automatically going to the final stretch of the game. There's a health pickup, so we want to be at max health for the final boss fight. In this section, you will be fighting some bosses that you defeated earlier in the game. So you'll be fighting basically recolored versions, but they can all be taken out easily with the blade weapon. So one of the bosses we have to fight again will be the Firebird, and it's mandatory if we want to proceed to the last part of the level. I'm going to combine the high jump and the double jump so we can avoid all this. And as soon as we pass through this, the Firebird's back. But we can take him out in 2 swipes. That's it. This boss that costed me 2 game overs got taken out in 2 hits. Kind of like a revenge thing. Okay, so now we just use the speed ring, and basically this is kind of like a gauntlet. We're going to fight 4 elemental statues, and we're going to destroy them all with the blade. I hate that fire one. Okay, now I'm going to switch back to speed. Go to the next statue. Get ready to take this one out. So both these statues are normally taken by 2 or 3 suede blings. Okay, the next one is probably the most annoying of the elemental statues, and that's the earth one. Okay. Okay, and we got one more statue coming up, and it's probably the easiest of the 4. So I have 5 bits of health for the final boss. Easy. Alright, so now I just gotta do a little bit of jumping. Okay, might be required the double jump. Okay, so now I'm approaching the final boss. When the music changes, I'm gonna be switching to the blade. Pretty good music for the final boss. Just gotta survive this attack one more time. And he's gonna be dead after this. GG's. Time stops when the screen's completely white. Boom! 22 flat. There we go. That's with 2 game overs, by the way. Santa. And that's it, guys. That is the game. I hope you enjoyed this nice playthrough, despite the 2 game overs I suffered in stage 2. But yeah, this is a very good game, guys. If you haven't played it before, I recommend you highly try it. Like I said, there is a high difficulty with managing your health, being able to menu select like hell with the changing speed ring combinations, and basically just make sure that game over is not an option. Make sure you always get those life extenders from collecting the fairies from each level. And just as you saw, if you can get the same fairy again if you game over, they'll refill your health. You just won't get another health extension. But despite having no lives in this game, so to speak, you could still get through this game pretty well if you manage your ring combinations effectively. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for having me, RGL. I will be back on Sunday during the Disney Relay. I will be participating in that. And the Sega block isn't over yet. You guys saw some Streets of Rage before. Now you're going to see even more Streets of Rage. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the event. And I hope you guys continue to enjoy the event. Take it away. Like a panther on the